Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. What will the Lakers do at the deadline after LeBron James' public complaints? Fans want reinforcements, and so does LeBron James. The Lakers are a team whose DNA is to be winners and win several championships and have been champions 17 times. But the last one was in 2020, and it's time to make the fans happy again. Rumors are emerging that the 76ers will part ways with Paul George, and it will be an opportunity for the Lakers to win now, with the arrival of the third star. Trade between three teams brings Paul George to the Lakers. With the NBA trade deadline just a few weeks away from commencing, teams are starting to move themselves into position to potentially make a splash. NBA titles aren't always won at the trade deadline, but sometimes the moves made here can change the trajectory of a season. There have already been a few trades that could make a difference, but more moves are expected before the clock strikes zero. Multiple teams are looking to improve their chances this season, and it could have them pulling the trigger on a deal. In this new trade proposal, the Philadelphia 76ers move on from star forward Paul George. Despite George just signing with the 76ers, Philadelphia corrects their free agent signing and ships him out. The trade would be between the 76ers, Los Angeles Lakers, and Chicago Bulls. After using the Spotrac trade machine and abiding by the new CBA restrictions, here is what a deal could look like. 76ers receive Zach LaVine, Jared Vanderbilt, and a top 10 protected 2029 first-round draft pick. Lakers receive Paul George and a 2028 second-round draft pick. Bulls receive Rui Hachimura, Gabe Vincent, Max Christie, Kenyon Martin Jr., Jalen Hood-Schifino, and a 2027 second-round draft pick. The Lakers would be giving up a massive haul for George, with Christie being the biggest piece. Los Angeles values Christie a lot, but to add a player of the caliber of George would help their title quest this season. Los Angeles doesn't have many more years with the duo of LeBron James and Anthony Davis, so bringing George in maximizes everything. It would be a gamble, but the Lakers have always been about star players throughout their history. Fans expecting Lakers trade after LeBron James' new comments. Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James is in his 22nd NBA season, and regularly acknowledges he does not have much time left in the league. In pursuit of a fifth NBA championship before retiring, James has an uphill battle to achieve that with a Lakers team that is 22-18 through 40 games. The Lakers lost an important game to the LA Clippers on Sunday night by a final score of 116-102. These two teams were tied in the loss column entering Sunday, with the Clippers now taking a 1-0 lead in the season series while creating 1.5-game cushion in the Western Conference standings. Los Angeles Lakers forward LeBron James, 23, and Los Angeles Clippers forward Kawhi Leonard, 2. Copyright Gary A. Vasquezamain Images and #169, Gary A. N. Vasquezamain Images. Speaking with reporters after the game, James said the Lakers must play perfect in order to win games. "That's how our team is constructed," James said. "We don't have room for error." The 22-year veteran added, "We don't have a choice. I mean, that's the way our team is constructed. And we have to play close to perfect basketball." After the Lakers lost to the Clippers, J.J. Redick admitted, "We don't have a huge margin for error. Nor can we create that margin organically." Could trading for Mavericks center save the Lakers' playoff chances? With the NBA trade deadline right around the corner, teams are scrambling to make moves that could shake up the playoff race. One team to keep an eye on is the Los Angeles Lakers, who might just be one key player away from solidifying themselves as serious contenders in the West. The Lakers have had a solid season so far, but they're still a step behind the heavyweights in the conference. A potential trade target that could help them bridge that gap? Dallas Mavericks center Daniel Gafford. According to the Spotrac trade machine, here's a deal that could work. In the deal, the Lakers would get Daniel Gafford, while the Mavericks would receive Gabe Vincent, Jackson Hayes, a 2025 second-round pick, and a 2027 second-round pick. For the Lakers, this move is a no-brainer. Gafford is exactly the kind of player they need, an athletic, hard-nosed big man who could immediately add depth to their frontcourt. His ability to protect the rim and control the paint would be a huge boost to their defense while giving Anthony Davis more freedom to play his natural game, including stretching the floor offensively. As for the Mavericks, parting with Gafford might require some extra convincing. He's a valuable rotational piece, but he's not untouchable. If the Lakers were willing to include a protected first-round pick, Dallas might bite, especially if they're looking to free up some cap space or add future assets. Gafford's contract is pretty manageable, $13.3 million this season and $14.3 million next, which could make him appealing to teams in need of a cost-effective big man. This season, Gafford is averaging 11.7 points, 6.0 rebounds, 1.2 assists, and 1.4 blocks per game. While he's not a shooter, his ability to dominate the paint would make a huge difference for the Lakers. Pairing him with Davis could create one of the most intimidating frontcourt duos in the league. Gafford's physicality and willingness to handle the dirty work down low would allow Davis to conserve energy for offense, especially in crunch time. For the Lakers, this trade would be a calculated move to win now. Gafford is exactly the kind of player they need, a strong rebounder, a solid shot blocker, and someone who can consistently finish around the rim. Plus, his contract is team-friendly, meaning the Lakers could still have some flexibility to make other moves down the line. The Mavericks' decision would likely depend on their long-term plans. While Gafford hasn't been a major name in trade rumors, Dallas could consider moving him for the right package, particularly if they're looking to prioritize other players or add draft picks to their arsenal. Whether this deal actually happens or not, one thing is clear: adding a player like Gafford could be a game-changer for the Lakers. It would elevate them from a team with potential to a legitimate contender in the Western Conference. Clipper fans perfectly troll Lakers' Anthony Davis during blowout win. The Los Angeles Lakers dropped a crucial game on Sunday to their crosstown rivals, the Los Angeles Clippers, 116-102. The Lakers started to let go of the rope in the second quarter of the game and struggled to get back in the game for the next two quarters. The Lakers dropped their 18th game of the season, and it was in blowout fashion, something that has unfortunately become the norm for LA. It was the first time the Lakers played the Clippers in their new state-of-the-art arena, the Intuit Dome. The Clippers have a legitimate home court advantage, and that was evident last night as the Clippers fans did their best to try to get into the Lakers' head, especially superstar Anthony Davis. Clipper fans were seen trolling Davis with a cardboard cutout of his face with a razor shaving his famous unibrow. Although Davis didn't have the best of games, he was a perfect 6'4" at the charity stripe. Outside of that, Davis did not have the best of games. He recorded 16 points on 5 for 14 shooting from the field, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, and 3 blocks in 37 minutes of action. The Lakers' only lead came in their first bucket of the game. After that, they were behind the 8 ball for most of the game. The Lakers failed to scratch and claw their way back. Although it was an away game for the Lakers, plenty of fans attended the game and started chanting "Let's go, Lakers" as it started to feel like a home game for a minute. However, the Lakers were unable to get some home cooking as they failed to score over 28 points in each and every quarter. As for defensively, they allowed more than 30 points twice, all coming in the first half.